get there.
Don't let the bass kick.
But can anybody stop JJ with moves like that?
There, as Z pulls up, looking for the double tap, gets it! What a... Rocket League IQ and Sloppy Snails just able to get one right over.
Bolton now takes the one touch, tries to find the other, gets the double tap with 1 minute.
Absolutely, we go for an air dribble play. Darkring's waiting for that pass midfield. Flick through set. Air dribble still. It's over one. The shot is on. What a pass!
This series here has the biggest implications with only 3 weeks left to go. And at this point in the season, this is when we get down to it. This is when we get down to the nitty gritty. This is when we start talking about who the savior of the season is, who the MVP of the season is, who the rookie of the season is, who the best goal scorer of the season is, all the things that you can be. You get to see it coming through these last few weeks. And this is the time where those guys that are so big in the game need to step up big time to pull their team through.
Absolutely. The last 3 weeks always the scariest, As a player, you just got to think mistakes really can't be made at this point, because a lot of these teams are really tight on in their division on who can win and who either makes wild card or is eliminated.
And we do have a pretty slow start here in comparison to the last matchup. Now, keep in mind, a goal was scored in the first 15 seconds of each one of the games that we had just watched. We are now 20 seconds in, and I'm feeling itchy. I'd like a goal here as the Spectres are looking to get one, but this is going to be sent back down by the Rangers, collected by Torek. Doctors gets in his way, or Twisty Tripod, rather. And Torek is going to follow up through the mid. He has the ball. He has the moves, but he can't get it through.
Yeah, and I think it's an interesting play. Moss actually not playing this first game, and actually Twisty Tripod's playing it. We'll see how that goes. Norm here just trying to keep possession on the ball, handing it over to Torek, who just hits it all the way downfield off the backboard, and already these shots coming on by Spectres, just wide by Twisty, though. Rangers doing well here to just keep composed, do what they need to do, get this ball out.
Cubnuts getting a banger down to the other end of the field. Doctors DW with an opportunity, but Twisty is going to 50 him. Norm quick to the ball to push this one through, and this is where he thrives. They have to be on that back wall ready for him at any time, because he is just lethal when he wants to be. And you got Torek trying to get the 50. Doctors faking him out a little bit, I think, as Twisty gets 50, sending this one back down to the sidewall. Norm with another touch toward the mid. Can't get anything going as Throttle Dog sends this out.
Torek keeping possession here. Doctors can't push it through him, and Twisty's up here, gets shot on. Is it in? No, it's off the crossbar. It's got to feel bad for them. They really want this opening goal as a player. Doctors.
Oh, sorry, man. And that was a good touch by Cubnuts there to send this one off to the corner, keeping the danger out, and not panicking as they get 50'd. They're in the offensive. The Rangers looking for some offensive presence here. They need to take a shot. We're almost 2.5 minutes into this one with no goal scored. And this is like the tale of two cities in this one.
Absolutely. And Throttle Dog trying to keep possession here. Can't get a great touch, so Norm just taking his time here, going up in the air. That is not what you want to see out of Rangers. And here, Torek, the great double tap, but saved by Doctors DW. They are just getting such great saves right now. They're keeping themselves in this match. That is really what it's going to come down to.
And there's a nice aerial by Torek as he's trying to dribble that one into the net, but it gets sent back by the Rangers. Doctors is up on this one, sending it down. Cubnuts with the demo. Wow, unbelievable for him to get that. I think he thought he was getting the ball. I don't know if he thought he was getting the demo on that. as Torek blasts this one. It's going to go off the back wall. Norm looking for a redirect. And Doctor's DW is going to slam this one down, and it does go. The Rangers will score first in game one.
Spectres are just putting this ball off the backboard. They're keeping the pressure on, but you can't let that happen when there's no third man there. Rangers just doing a great job of booing that ball back down the field, and it's just in the net.
And we do have face-off here, 1:56 left to go. 1-0 is the Rangers leading as Norm takes this one up to the sky. He's going to go for the double tap, and he's going to get the shot, but he doesn't get it in. And Cubnuts is there through the corner, and Throttle Dog follows him up. And Torek keeps this one in. Doctors DW sending it back. A little aerial ball action here as they are trying to find each other in the zones.
Spectres here, keeping it calm in their half. Norm can't get the boom out, so Cubnuts has a free ball. He just pops it up, and Doctors DW's up quick to this ball, trying to push it through. It's greatly saved by Norm. Throttle Dog here, just passing the ball mid. They're just keeping it in the Spectres zone, not allowing them to get out of here. And Norm able to push it slightly through Throttle Dog, but Cubnuts is just right on it again. They're just pouncing on this midfield play, and I'm just getting beat by the midfield. But oh, now it's shot downfield, and Norm just puts it in. Two slightly boring goals, but these are the ones you need when your season's on the line.
Absolutely. I mean, they're not all going to be flashy, but a goal is a goal nonetheless. And that is not where you want to find yourself defensively, getting beaten so brazenly over top. You want to be able to have some kind of defensive presence in the backfield, some third man action for sure. They were a little too far up there. Throttle Dog looking for the touch. He gets the pinch over. Twisty is going to collect this one, and he's going to stay on this, looking for another touch off the wall. He gets it, but there is going to be no offensive follow-up as this is just blasted down by the Rangers. Throttle Dog getting beat out by Torek as he flicks over him, looking for the shot, but you got Cubnuts there, keeping that one away from the net.
Twisty here gets Cubnuts, gets pushed through, and again, Cubnuts just with these great 50s, but nobody in the midfield. Throttle Dog's collecting here on the wall. Looks like he's trying to go for a second touch with Cubnuts. Does get it, but Twisty Tripod just trying to collect this, and Torek does. Throttle Dog with a great shot on. It's outside though.
And this was coming down to it. We got 7 seconds left. We might get some free Rocket League in game one as Norm blasts this one down. Throttle Dog can't collect it, lets it hit the ground, and here we go. We got overtime, 1-1 with no time on the clock, and now it's ticking in reverse. Norm looking for the touches he needs to give his team a lead here in this one. This is a big game one. This is a momentum-setting game for the rest of the series.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone loves an overtime, but the players not so much. This is going to come down to probably just one simple fatal mistake. Norm out here trying to get a touch into the corner, but it's saved by Throttle Dog. Cubnuts, great getting to that ball. He's going to stay on it. They're going to let him. Spectres seeming to, let Rangers get that first touch because they just trust each other so much. Twisty Tripod collecting it here, has some time. Gets a flick and a demo. This could open up a lot of space here. Now a bump. Norm gets a shot on, but it's saved by DW.
Wow, those demos, those bumps, that was looking scary for the Rangers. Good job not panicking by them, keeping that ball out. But this shot is on, but the back wall had other plans for that one. Torek is going to collect this one. Throttle Dog putting it toward the net. Doctors DW scores, sending the Rangers to the first win of this series, 2-1 with 105. Unbelievable.
This is great from the Rangers, and just Spectres have to be wondering. This is the second time they've been in this position, losing game one in just heartbreaking fashion. Do you think they're going to keep their mental calm and be able to come back and, really do what they need to do to get these 2 wins?
Oh, and we're going to see a switch here. Massamune is going to be coming in for game 2. He's already subbed Twisty Tripod out. Not to say that his team was doing poorly with Twisty in, but it looks like Massamune's going to take a stab at it himself. And they have had some good rhythm between the 3 of them. Definitely not seeing as much offensive prowess from Norm as we're used to. He still netted the 1 goal that they got, but not as much as we've seen in his 4-goal-a-game performances in recent weeks. And Torek just holding it down the way that Torek does. He is just such a good defensive opponent. to go against. I have the hardest time scoring against him personally, but the Rangers overcame all of it to get this first win, and that's a big one. That momentum swing is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking here, it was 11 shots to 5, but the Rangers, I think, as a team, just do so well handling in their defensive half to where it is very hard to get a shot on that actually gets put in from them. And here the players already taking the field for game 2.
Game 2 brought to you live from the QRLS. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night. No, it's Thursday. I wish it was Saturday. That'd be great.
We do have a Sunday game coming up, though.
We do. There is a Sunday game at 9:30. It is going to be the Speed Demons going up against Sub-Zero, and Sub-Zero has had some meaty changes. Papa Chunky Puff retired from the league, and Von Rabbit's trying to work around that to see what he can do with his team. But that's not yet. That is not today. That's in a few, and we do have 4:35 left to go in this one, as Doctors is trying to get this one down onto the offensive half. Throttle Dog looking for the touch as he blasts it down. Toric's going to collect it at the mid, going for the fancy footwork, but he can't do too much with it. Norm, though, this is a different story as he does air dribble this over the defense and in spectacular.
That is what the Spectres need. You give Norm space, and that is going to happen every time. Just beautifully carries it over the defense. Both people committing, and it just top bins there.
Top bins, top shelf, top cheddar. And we get some more cheese as Masamune pushes this one through the wall. Doctors with a shot opportunity, but he sends it straight into Toric, who 50s him. The bumps are coming, and the net is open, and there is another one for Norm. 2-0, 4:04 left to go. Error.
This is more like the games we were seeing last series. Quick goals and quick shots coming out from the Spectres. This is really a great place for them to be at right now. Norm just doing what he does best, just putting that ball in the back of the net. And we have face-off here. Throttle Dog and Masa. Ball shot back to Cubnuts. Can't push it through Toric and Masa, though.
I can't see what's going on because the deck had the camera dead. But we do have a 50. Throttle Dog and Norm popping it in. And this is going to go to Cubnuts. Toric's going to keep this one out. Doctor's trying to keep it in, but he is going to get just blasted by Toric, keeping him from being able to do much with it. But we do have another opportunity here, as it looks like Doctors was just stalling out on the wall, waiting for the ball to come back his way, and he almost had a touch on it there. Throttle Dog pushing through, looking for a little bit more. And this is a little bit more of what I expected from the Spectres. This is the turning point I think they needed here. If they're able to keep up this momentum and pace of play, the series will be theirs.
Yeah, absolutely. And Norm going for a side. Just can't put it on net. And Cubnuts here just booming the ball out. Spectres are doing so well just keeping it in the Rangers' half. Toric can't collect here. Out to Cubnuts, trying to look for a ball middle, doesn't get it. Norm, great beat there. Cubnuts just keeping the offensive pressure on. He's being their offensive player. Shot on by Throttle Dog, but it's just wide. Rangers might be pushed up a little too far here. Norm pushing the ball downfield, but they just sweep it up. Rangers are just so great on that defensive half.
They are. They're just going to be careful about overcommitting on the offensive half, because that seems to be something that they are just putting themselves in danger of. And the demo takes possession away. Norm dodges the demo in turn, and this one almost goes. Throttle Dog beating the ball back out of the net. And this one is going to safety as Cubnuts is going to come down on it through the corner, but it's blasted back by Masamune. He's just so quick to the ball as he's able to keep this one in play. Popping this one up off the wall. Norm keeping this one in again. There's an opening on this opportune shot here, and it's off the wall, and Toric is going to slam it home.
Ooh, that's a great one for Spectres. Norm gets a touch here, just knows he needs to get it over Throttle Dog, and Toric has a free shot on net. Does that so perfectly, and Toric's going to hit that ball every time.
And we do have face-off. 2:08 left to go in this game, too. 3-0 lead. Spectres down 1 in the series with the opportunity to tie it here. And they need to do so if they want to maintain their standing at the top of their division. Throttle Dog is going to clear this one out. Norm getting another touch back to the mid. Throttle Dog gets it out again. He's able to push this one back to safety. Cubnuts blast this one down into the corner, but Norm is there to collect. Cubnuts getting another touch. Doctor's looking for the shot, but he gets 50'd by Torek. And this is just looking a little back and forth at this point. Both teams are just slamming the ball downfield, trying to keep it out of the front of the net, doing what they can to survive.
Yep, and Doctor's here. Tries to push the ball through Massa. Can't. Throttle keeping it, but it's straight to the middle. That's dangerous, but Massa gets a bump on Torek. That ball might be in, just out. That could have been a fatal mistake from Spectres. Cubnut with the great.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say that demo was crucial to keeping that ball out of that net.
Absolutely.
Great demo there. I'll let you take it back.
Doctor's trying to keep possession here. Does so. Maybe tries to go for one to the mid. Nope. Leaves it for Throttle Dog. Great shot on. And you see here, Rangers are now really pushing up here. They know they need to get at least 3 goals in only 50 seconds, which honestly almost seems impossible going against this Spectres side. So now you're going to see a lot of overcommitting here. And as I say that, ball goes downfield. Massa might have a free shot, but it's just out. Norm keeps the follow-up, though. And Throttle Dog with a great clear out to safety.
We do have 35 seconds left in game 2. It's coming down to it. Masamune sends it to Norm. Norm is going to get the outlet move. And this is looking like the way it's going to end is the way that it stands, as Doctors tries to get the touch. Throttle Dog gets the pinch with his teammate and Masamune, sending it down. Throttle Dog's up on this one, sending it back down to the mid, and there's a shot opportunity. And they do not get it to go, as it is just wide off the post. 5 seconds is all that is left. And we will have the ball touching dirt here in just a moment. And there it is. Spectres take game 2 of this 3-game series, and we will have game 3 coming up in just a moment. Different story here in this one for the Spectres. They were able to turn it back on.
Yeah, absolutely. They really just kept the pressure on, and they got 3 early goals, which Rangers really can't allow to happen, because Spectres as a team are so smart. If they know they're up 3-0 when there's 2 minutes left in the game, there's no reason they need to put on, you know, a bunch of pressure and have all 3 men up. They're just so smart in the sense that they can keep that one man back, because Rangers have really only gotten these open net goals, and I think they did that game, and that just caused them to just, you know, sweep up every ball Rangers puts downfield.
Absolutely. And that's going to be where, you know, the Rangers need to turn this around and work on some of that rotation, because they are finding themselves out of place, overcommitted, or just in dangerous spots. Even when they're on defense, they're slow to go, and they need to be a little more confident in their moves. They have the ability to come away with this next win. They just got to show that confidence that they showed in game 1 and display it again. The series doesn't end when the first game does. Series ends after the 3rd. You got to put it all out there for a full 60 minutes, as they say. A full 60 minutes.
Yes, and we're waiting here. Kickoff about to happen. Game 3, 1-1. Spectres Rangers. This is going to be a great one. Torek here, and Cubnuts on the ball. Gets pushed out. Throttle Dog may have a shot here, but a great save by Massa, just pushing that ball to the corner in safety. Spectres seeming to give a lot of time here to Rangers, and that might have been a mistake, but a good shot on, and oh no, an overcommit. That might just be in the net, and it is. Massa sweeps the ball up. It's a great clear downfield, and that double commit really bites Rangers in the back.
And I just want to say, Bolton, it's a figure of speech. Like when you're talking about, you know, when you're playing other sports that do take 60 minutes, you got to play for a full 60 minutes. I guess in this sense, yeah, it is. It's like 15 minutes. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a metaphor. It's a figure of speech in that way. But you do have Throttle Dog taking this one as he sends it toward the sky, and he's looking for some goals in his eyes, because he is definitely the one that I want to see pop one in. I'd love to see the donut explosion, so I can say my favorite line, but I don't know if I'm going to get to here, as Torek is going to get goal number 2 for the Spectres here.
Just an awkward bounce off the corner, and you really can't take much time on the defensive end when you have Spectres pummeling downfield, and Torek just so quick to get to it. Just unlucky from Throttle Dog.
4:24 left to go. 2-0 Spectres. 1-1 is the series. And this is where it comes down to it. Doctors is going to beat out the defense as he's able to send this one down into the corner. Norm is shadow challenging in great position, but he messed up. They had an opportunity. Lucky for the Spectres that somebody was able to circle back in and clear that out, because Norm was not going to have that save on the shot that was coming. And this is going down. This is going to be off the wall. Doctors keeps it awkward for the offense that's coming in his way. And they're looking to clear, but this looks like it's clearing straight into the net. Doctors gets it out.
Torek got bumped by somebody, and that was key to not let that shot go in. Now, Rangers downfield. A great clear from Norman Torek. Throttle Dog really just passes it to Masa, but it's straight back out. Rangers doing a good job to not let that ball go in there. Now, back to the safety in the corner. Cubnuts gets a great boom downfield. Norman Masa double commit, but still a great touch out there. Just off backboard to nobody, though. There's really not a lot of maybe thought coming into the offensive Rangers sometimes. It's really just go, 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 because they need 3 goals now here with 3:05 left.
Absolutely, and they need to start with 1 before they can go for 3, and they need to get one soon here, as you know, time is ticking, the clock is going, and they are just having a very hard time finding their way through the defense of the Spectres now that Masamune is on the field. You know, and they are just putting it together. Masamune looking for the shot. It goes off the wall. There is going to be Norm as he is able to score 3-0 here. 2:42 left to go.
Those bounces into the midfield are just so dangerous because the Spectres just trust each other. They know that that second man can pounce in and that ball just gets put top shelf. Great shot from Norm. Now here, 2:42 left on the clock. 3-0 in Spectres' favor. Cubnuts with a great win. Ball bounces out. Free shot maybe from Doctors. But Masa sweeps that up to the corner. Safe spot for Spectres to be in here.
This one bounces up through the corner. Doctors DW looks to get the touch. He does, but then Norm slaps back as he's able to get into that one. Doctors looking for another touch, but he's able to bump Torek off the shot. Just as effective, I would say, giving his team the opportunity to get that ball out of there as Doctors sends this one down on net. Torek is going to collect this one through the corner, though, and they are going to have another opportunity to score here again if they're able to capitalize efficiently. And this could be the moment, but the 50 sends this one back down. Torek sending it away again. Doctors looking to collect, doesn't get the touch. Torek racing Throttle Dog with the Shadow D, and he is trying to flick it up over Masamune, but he will not get it to go. Cubnut sends one on, but it is saved by Torek.
Norm taking possession here. Seems to go up the wall. Has a lot of space here. Might look for a dribble play. Gets bumped, but keeps it. Oh, the backflip flip. That would have been nutty. Torek puts a shot on net. And Masa 2-0. How does that ball not go in? Norm just keeping the ball in their half. Rangers really got to do something big to get the ball out here. Doctors up. Beats Torek. And that's exactly what they need. They really need to go, go, go now here. Norm trying to collect the ball in the corner. Throttle Dog doing a great job of placing it in the middle. But just no second man there, no second shot coming out, but now a pass from Cubnuts. The ball might be in. Oh, what was that?
What a save, man. That just rimmed straight up the post and out like a slingshot. Boom, gone. They had their chance there for one, and you see it in the chat. He says, okay, because he's in disbelief, as I believe we all are with that one. But they will get one here as Throttle Dog scores, and he changed it to Dueling Dragons. No!
We don't get to see the donut goal explosion here tonight, but this is really what the Rangers need. You know, 49 seconds is plenty of time in a game like Rocket League to tie this game back up. Throttle Dog now gets a great beat, but Cubnuts is bumped out. Norm just faster, gets the beat. Doctors keeps the ball. Passes out to Masa, but it's saved by Throttle Dog. Doctors trying to keep possession here on the corner. Can't get the touch he wants, but Throttle Dog sweeps it up for him.
Ooh, and the demo in the corner. 30 seconds left. They need another goal now before it is too late, because it is coming down to it. And if they can get one here, they have a chance. And the chance was there, but they didn't have anybody to send it home. 10 seconds left on the clock. 3-1-1-1 is the series. The Spectres are going to be taking this one home, and they are going to stay at the top of their division. Elite Inc., you're going to have to wait another week.
I may have doubted the Spectres after game one, but you should never doubt them. You've seen here tonight, they're easily able to keep composed, win that second game after losing a game one, and keep their momentum. A great win here tonight from Spectres, and they are 2 ahead of Elite Inc. now in their division.
That's where you want to be. You want to keep getting those wins and you want to keep setting that pace. Big win here for the Spectres tonight. You know they're going to be happy with that one. And I just got to say, we got more matches coming for you this week, too. So there's more excitement coming up. We got a match on Friday night, Cavalry taking on the Mustangs, and that's that right there. Even though those two teams, and I just want to say this, even though those two teams are at the bottom of their division right now, that is going to be an absolute blast of a match to watch because there is no better rivalry, I would say, aside from myself and Alex RL, between Scraps and Kachow. The two of them just go at it all the time, constantly, and I love to see them go at it on the pitch. That's going to be a great matchup to see. And then again on Sunday at 9:30, you got the Speed Demons taking on Sub-Zero, and you don't want to miss that. Speed Demons have been burning barns down all season long, and they are looking to keep the train rolling. Swish, tell me, what do you think of these coming up?
Oh my, the Scraps and Kachow game is going to be great. We've seen recent switches in the teams from Cavalry and Mustang, and it really hasn't seemed like it's made a great difference. But again, just unlucky from Cavalry having to go up against the Kings, a very good team who are right now on the top of their standings, 14-4. And I really think that game, even though Cavalry are, not a great team and, can possibly tie worst, team ever in QRLS, that is going to be a very good game, I'd say.
I can't wait
Very
to
close.
see it. I can't wait to see it. Kachow is going to do everything in his power to make sure that Scraps doesn't come away with any wins in that matchup. And that is going to be something, to say the least. And Scraps is going to throw it back just as hard. But I just want to give a big thank you for you coming in here and joining me in the booth tonight, Swish. It was definitely a pleasure having you in here. And I hope to see you in here again soon. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in here tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed what you were able to see. I hope the entertainment was top tier value, because that's what we strive for here at the QRLS. We want to bring you the best of the best. But from me and everybody at the QRLS crew, I wish you all a good night. And as